You said something a little awkward at a party, and you felt at the instant it left your mouth. The wrong word, the joke that landed with a soft thud. And for the rest of the night, some corner of your brain kept replaying it on a loop, absolutely certain that everyone noticed, everyone clocked it, everyone was quietly filing you under a bit weird. Here's the truth that's about to take a weight off your chest. Almost nobody noticed. Most of them had forgotten before you even finished the sentence, because they were far too busy replaying their own awkward moment to bother cataloging yours. Tonight, you're going to see exactly how wide the gap is between how much you think people are watching you and how much they actually are. And once you see it, it's going to feel like setting down a backpack you didn't even know you've been carrying all day. It's called the spotlight effect, and it's one of the most freeing things psychology has ever measured, because it's a bias that only ever hurts you. You walk around with a quiet, constant sense that there's a spotlight following you, catching your bad hair day, your stumble on the stairs, the stain on your shirt, the dumb thing you said in a meeting. It feels like the whole room is tracking it, and it almost never is. The spotlight you feel is one you're pointing at yourself. The people who proved it ran an experiment so perfectly awkward it's almost cruel. At Cornell, a psychologist named Thomas Gilovich and his colleagues took a student, handed them a t-shirt with a big embarrassing face on it, a picture pre-tested to make college kids cringe, and made them put it on. Then they walked that student alone into a room already full of other people, let them sit there in the glare of it for a few minutes, and pulled them back out. And they asked one simple question: of all the people in that room, how many do you think could say whose face was on your shirt? The students, squirming, guessed high. On average, they figured about half the room had clearly noticed the embarrassing shirt and could name it. Then the researchers went and asked the actual people in the room, the real number who noticed and could say what was on the shirt. Only about a quarter of them. Barely half of what the wearer was so sure of. The wearer felt lit up like a stage. Most of the room hadn't even glanced. Sit with that gap for a second, because you live inside it every single day. You feel the spotlight at roughly double its real strength. The embarrassment that fills your entire world takes up a fraction of anyone else's, if it registers at all. And this wasn't a fluke of one silly shirt. The same researchers ran it again and again, with flattering shirts the wearers were proud of, with group discussions, with people guessing how much others had clocked their good moments and their bad ones. The pattern held every single time. You consistently, dramatically overestimate how much of you other people are actually taking in, the wins and the cringes alike. Quick, honest gut check just for you. Bring to mind the single most cringeworthy thing you've done in front of other people. The trip, the misspoken name, the thing you said 3 years ago that still makes you wince when it floats up at 2 a.m. Hold it there. Now ask yourself, can you name a single cringe moment that somebody else had in front of you that long ago? Almost certainly not. Their disasters have completely evaporated from your memory, and yours have completely evaporated from theirs. Because here's the reframe that changes everything. Every single person in that room is the star of their own movie, and in their movie, you are at best an extra in the background. They're not studying your outfit. They're worried about their own. They're not replaying your awkward comment. They're replaying the thing they just said and hoping you didn't notice. And here's the strangely comforting twist. That person across the room you're so sure is silently judging you. They're doing the exact same math about themselves, quietly convinced that you are the one watching them. Two people standing 3 feet apart, each certain they're the one pinned under the spotlight, each far too busy with their own to ever actually shine it on the other. The judgment you're bracing for was never aimed at you. It was aimed by them at themselves. Once you see it, you catch it running your life in 100 quiet ways. You don't send a message because of one imagined typo nobody would clock. You don't raise your hand because you're sure everyone will judge the question. The question they'll forget in 90 seconds. You skip the gym, the dance class, the beach because you're convinced a room full of strangers is grading your body, when every one of them is anxiously checking their own reflection. You replay a 2-second stumble for 2 hours. The person who saw it moved on before you'd finish falling. You quietly avoid someone after one clumsy exchange, sure they're still turning it over, while they have genuinely never thought about it again. It scales up past embarrassment to everything. You assume people clock that you wore the same outfit twice, that you were quiet at dinner, that your car is old. Overwhelmingly, they didn't, because they're busy being the center of their own attention, exactly the way you are of yours. But knowing you do this doesn't switch it off. So here's the deeper reason your brain is rigged to get it wrong every single time. And it comes down to something you literally cannot do. You can't step outside your own head. You have a front row, surround sound, full color seat to every one of your own mistakes. You feel the heat in your face. You hear the words echo. You can't not notice. And your brain, unable to subtract all of that vivid inside information, quietly assumes everyone else is experiencing your moment at the same blinding intensity you are. But they're not inside your head. They got the 2-second, muted, background noise version, and then their own life pulled their attention right back where it always is, onto themselves. Which means you don't have to fight the feeling. You just need one question to shrink the spotlight back to its real size. When you feel the glare, when you're sure everyone saw, everyone's judging, everyone will remember, stop and ask, honestly, will a single one of these people be thinking about this by this time next week? Almost always, the answer is no. They won't remember it next week, because most of them don't even remember it now. Try it on the thing that's making you cringe right now, the one that surfaced while you were watching this. Picture the people who witnessed it and ask what they were actually doing in that moment. They were starring in their own movie, worrying about their own shirt, replaying their own awkward line, and your enormous world-ending moment was, to them, a flicker they'd already forgotten. You'll never fully stop feeling the spotlight. It's stitched into being a self, trapped on the inside looking out. But you can learn to recognize it for what it is. Not a real beam of attention from the world, but a mirror you've turned to face yourself. And the moment you see that the light is coming from you, not from them, you get to do the thing the spotlight has been talking you out of your whole life. You get to just walk into the room, because nobody is watching it nearly as closely as you are. If you feel a little lighter, good. That's the spotlight shrinking back to its real size. Hit subscribe. A new one every week. How your own mind quietly tricks you.